Hey everyone, today we're diving into some fascinating facts about Napoleon Bonaparte. You know, the hat, the hand in the waistcoat, the military genius, but did you know he penned romance novels and feared kittens? These quirks make him more human and relatable. Let's peel back the layers of the legend. Get ready, because history is stranger than you think. Let's kick things off with the most pervasive fact about Napoleon, his height, or rather his supposed lack thereof. The term Napoleon complex is literally named after him. For centuries he's been the poster boy for diminutive despots. We imagine him tiny and furious, stomping across Europe. But here's the thing, sometimes widely accepted historical facts aren't factual. The British loved depicting him as comically small. They used it to belittle his power and ambition. Most reliable sources suggest Napoleon was around 5 feet 6 inches. In the early 19th century, that was average for a Frenchman. The confusion stems from the difference between French and British inches. His height was recorded in French units and mistranslated. His taller guards made him appear shorter. It's a classic case of lost in translation. So the little corporal wasn't particularly little at all. It makes you think, doesn't it? How a simple misunderstanding can create an enduring myth. It's a powerful reminder that history is a narrative. The legend of Napoleon's shortness tells us more about storytelling than about Napoleon. It's a historical meme that went viral before memes were even a thing. Picture this, it's the mid-1790s, the French Revolution is still roiling, and a young Napoleon Bonaparte is making a name for himself. But did you know he wrote a romance novel? Yes, the future emperor penned Clisson et Eugénie, a tale of love and longing. It's a story of a soldier, Clisson, who falls for Eugénie, only to be betrayed. This novella humanizes Napoleon, showing his youthful emotions and literary ambition. Even great leaders have ordinary human experiences. Who knew the path to empire was paved with angsty prose? Now, for a story that sounds like it hops straight out of a Monty Python sketch, but is by most accounts surprisingly true. Napoleon Bonaparte, conqueror of Europe, was forced into a hasty retreat by a horde of rabbits. Yes, you heard me correctly, fluffy, twitchy-nosed bunnies. After the treaties of Tilsit in 1807, Napoleon's chief of staff organized a grand rabbit hunt, but instead of wild rabbits, they used domesticated ones. When released, the rabbits charged Napoleon and his men. Imagine the Emperor of France swarmed by a relentless tide of bunnies. Overwhelmed, he retreated to his carriage with rabbits in pursuit. It's a moment of sublime absurdity, reminding us that even the most powerful individuals are not immune to the universe's curveballs. From fluffy bunnies to fearsome felines, or at least fearsome in the eyes of Napoleon. Napoleon Bonaparte suffered from ailurophobia, the fear of cats. This man, who faced cannons and led armies, was allegedly terrified of house cats. It's a curious detail that humanizes him. Even the most formidable have their vulnerabilities. It makes you wonder what other anxieties lurked beneath the imperial facade. All empires fall, and all emperors eventually meet their end. For Napoleon, that end came in lonely exile on the remote South Atlantic island of St. Helena. After his final defeat at Waterloo in 1815, the British imprisoned him on this isolated outpost. His final years were marked by declining health, frustration, and the writing of his memoirs. The official cause of his death was stomach cancer. However, whispers of foul play began to circulate. Could the great emperor have been poisoned by his enemies? The prime suspect in these theories is arsenic. Tests on preserved locks of Napoleon's hair have shown high levels of arsenic. The mystery endures, and it's a compelling one. From his average height to his bunny ambush and fear of cats to the mystery of his death, Napoleon was more than battles and treaties. These quirks paint a richer portrait. They remind us he was human. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe for more historical tidbits.